The GELIDONYA wreck. Discovered in the west of Antalya, the remains of the GELIDONYA ship first drew the attention of a sponge diver, Kemal Aras, from Bodrum. The scenery which Kemal Aras saw at the seabed was unusual and different from the other shipwrecks, which generally contained many amphorae. Here, at the site of the GELIDONYA wreck, a considerable number of copper ingots scattered over the rocks and fused with them over centuries. Kemal Aras told the story of this wreck loaded with copper to American anthropologist journalist Peter Throckmorton. He eventually persuaded a young archaeologist George Bass to excavate this late Bronze Age shipwreck. It was how George Bass, the father of underwater archaeology, started his long and brilliant career. Arriving at the site in 1960, George Bass and his team understood that this was a late Bronze Age ship carrying copper cargo and metal objects. Although the ship hull didn't survive, archaeologists discovered many ox-hide-shaped copper ingots scattered everywhere. From the finds discovered, the archaeologists could make the story of the ship's journey and date. The vessel started its journey in Syria, stopped at Cyprus, where it took the copper ingots and lambs, and then headed for southern Turkey, where it hit the rocks and sank near GELIDONYA Point. Not able to separate the ingots from the rocks, the archaeologists cut the rocks and brought them to the platform, and separated them from each other. This late Bronze Age ship, dated to the 12th century BC, had interesting artifacts about the journey. The tree logs analysis of the wood and the carbon-14 dating of wicker and wood pieces, discovered between the copper ingots, helped date the GELIDONYA wreck. While sailing through the islands, the vessel hit the reefs and sank. The ship rested at a 26 to 28 meters depth, and the main load was copper ingots weighing 24 to 25 kilos each. The vessel with the single square sail was carrying about 1 ton of cargo, and it was 10 to 12 meters long. Many scrap metals found on board indicate that they were melted on the ship and given new forms. A moon-shaped razor, imitations of 5 Egyptian scarabs, and the stone anchor of the boat are interesting objects discovered at the site. GELIDONYA wreck was the first underwater excavation directed by an archaeologist following the principles of land archaeology.